Okay, so I read through your material that you guys sent beforehand, and I don't generally think of skin as being something that's hungry, but it says that's exactly really what is the case with our skin. Tell me about that.
Well, your skin is hungry the same way that your body gets hungry, your stomach gets hungry. You know, you're all one being, right? One organism, and you have to feed yourself in different ways. You have to feed yourself from the inside, but then you also have to feed yourself from the outside. So what I'm here today to talk about is all of these amazing superfoods, things that are so good for you, so nutritious, that you can not only eat in their whole forms, but you can also find now in skincare products. There's this incredible synergy going on these days between the beauty and skincare product world and the food world.
Like what? Can you give me some specifics?
Well, like, for example, there's a company now called Be Fine, and they make products out of all of these amazing food products. So, for example, they make this great warming clay mask, and that's made from pomegranates and cardamom and arnica. And these are all foods that are good for you, historically have had great healing properties, and now they're using them in these skincare products too. So you can eat your pomegranate in the morning and get all your vitamin A and your juice and your pigments and all the healthy stuff from that, and then you can put that warming clay on your face at night and relax and have a soothing clay mask, and you'll get the benefits from both sides. So your body's hungry and your skin is hungry, and you can feed it in both ways.
Now, are these things that I can find at my local drugstore, or do I have to go to special health food shops?
No.
Like that?
These are available at CVS and Ulta. They're available all over the country.
And what's the price like?
The prices are really moderate, around the $15 range, give or take, so, you know, affordable for just about everybody.
Now, what about people who have sensitive skin? If they're used to using one thing or another, these things sound like they would be good for anybody, but is there anything that hypoallergenic-wise people need to look out for?
No, they're all hypoallergenic. They're all natural. They only use food ingredients. There's no animal proteins in them. There's no perfumes, no colors, no nothing. They're really, really made from food and not much else. They're really natural.
So if I'm at the drugstore and I want to get all natural products, what kinds of ingredients should I look out for? What ingredients do I not want to be on the ingredient list on the back of that box?
Well, you know, I always look out for petroleum products, first of all. I don't want to use petroleum products on my skin. I don't want any dyes or perfumes. I have some allergies. I'm a little sensitive to perfume, so I like to buy everything unscented. You know, you want to keep it as simple as possible. It's really just like the way I like to tell people to eat. You want to eat low on the food chain. Keep your food as simple and unprocessed and unadulterated as possible. Eat things in their whole, fresh form, you know, whether it's eating nuts in their whole form, just roasted, or eating, you know, something great like a beet, just roasted, really simple, really clean, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, pineapple, olive oil, avocados, things like that. You know, keep it all really simple. The less you put on it, the better. It works the same way with food as it does with skincare and with skincare products.
So I think that pampering products like this always are so nice to get and give as gifts. If you were going to do a gift basket for somebody, what are the top 3 that you would put into your gift basket?
Well, that's a great question. I would think about what the person likes and, you know, maybe what their skin is like and what sort of smells and flavors they like. For example, my best friend who actually lives in Raleigh, if I was going to give her a gift this winter, I would probably give her maybe a little rosemary tree like this because I love the smell of it, and I know she would love that in her house. And then maybe I would give her this moisturizer that's made with rosemary, and it has a really high SPF. It has a 15, which is great because I know she has sensitive skin. So I might give her those together. And then maybe I would give her something really interesting like maybe some olive oil. These are the olive oils made by Norma Kamali, the fashion designer, and they're in these beautiful bottles. So I might put all those 3 things together. It would make a great kind of Mediterranean-themed gift, and I think she would really love that. Or, you know, like maybe my sister who really likes kind of warming, spicy things, I would give her the ginger toner, the ginger and willow toner, maybe with the scrub, maybe with a jar of roasted, spiced almonds, something like that, you know, maybe a little jar full of nice raw organic sugar. So I like to combine the food world and the beauty world together to really give people the message that they should take care of themselves from the inside out, and they should nourish and nurture themselves in the inside, and then, you know, the rest kind of follows through.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the great ideas.
Sure. You're welcome. Thank you.
And I hope you guys got some good ideas for yourself and for possibly some holiday gifts. Happy holidays.